Hey there, and welcome back to Snapshot Science. I'm here to go over the levels of organization of living organisms. So if you're ready, let's get right into it. Alright, so we are going to start off first with atoms. So atoms are the smallest unit of matter. Everything in the universe is made up of different kinds of atoms. There are 90 to naturally occurring different kinds of atoms, and they combine in different ways to form molecules. So next, we have molecules. So when two or more atoms are joined together, you get a molecule. For example, water is a molecule. So two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom combine to form a water molecule. Alright, so now we have the big M, because molecules can combine to make what's called a macromolecule. And macromolecules are large molecules that are often made up of smaller molecules. And the four types of macromolecules that are essential for life are nucleic acids like DNA and RNA for information storage, and also proteins that carry out necessary cellular functions. Carbohydrates that are utilized for ATP production to extract cellular energy, and lipids that make up the majority of cell and organelle membranes. Alright, so now we have the letter O, which stands for organelle. So organelles are structures within a cell that carry out specific larger level functions. These units are made up of macromolecules. They are not complete cells, but they are structures within a cell that carry out specific jobs. Think of organelles as the organs of cells, as the word organelle means tiny organs. Examples include things like ribosomes, the nucleus, or the Golgi complex. And these are all found in plant and animal cells. And the next level of organization is a little bit tricky because we are moving away from the small and getting to something that is bigger. So the next level of organization is a cell, and remember that an organelle is a structure within a cell. A cell is the smallest living unit of an organism. It's the smallest thing that can carry out all the processes of life. Organelles work together and make up the cellular unit. Alright, so moving on, the next letter is T, and that stands for tissue. So tissues are groups of similar cells that work together to carry out a specific function. So for example, you have cardiac tissue in your heart. You also have nervous tissue in your brain and your spinal cord. If you're enjoying this, please like the video and subscribe. It's free and helps more than you know. Now, back to the cool stuff. So moving on, the next step in the organization of life is the organ. So organs are made up of different tissues that work together. So for example, your heart is an organ. The cardiac tissues of the heart allow it to do its job of pumping blood throughout your body. The brain is another example. The brain is an organ that is made up of different tissues that allow it to send signals throughout your body. Another example is your lungs. Your lungs are made up of alveolar tissues that allow them to carry out the process of gas exchange. So you take in oxygen and you get rid of carbon dioxide. Tissues only perform their function, so they are only compatible with their organ, sort of like a lock and key. In other words, nervous tissue would not carry out the correct function in the heart. Alright, so we have finally made it to the next letter, which is S, which stands for system. So organ systems are made up of different organs that work together. So for example, you have the nervous system, which is made up of the brain, spinal cord, and peripheral nerves. All of these work together to send signals throughout your body. Another example is the urinary system, which is made up of the kidneys, the ureters, and the bladder. These organs work together to remove waste from your body in the form of urine. And last but not least, the last step is the organism. An organism is just a complete, functional living thing. For example, you, me, and other humans. All different types of plants. And even this super cute dog, or any other living thing. It's almost like all living things share similarities that cannot be denied, implying relation to each other. Alright, so hopefully this was helpful. If you need anything else, please leave it in the comments down below, and I will try to help you out. And if you want to learn more, there's some great resources online, and I have created a lot of videos related to this on my channel. And of course, if you enjoyed this, please hit that like button and subscribe. It helps more than you know. I'll see you next time on Snapshot Science.